Nats and the Orioles tonight, and the Battle of the Beltways is 10 years old. What a night in this part of the country for baseball. About 35 to 40 miles right up the road. The Nats and their fans have invaded Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Yeah, Jones, Harper, Machado, Harper, you name it. We've got some outstanding talent on both sides. O's have lost 8 of 10. The Nats have won 12 of the last 17 with a great ERA during that time. But Baltimore's been pretty good in this rivalry. They've dominated in recent years, so the Nats owe these guys a couple.
Yeah, Orioles 29 and 21 since 2005. But you remember last September and October, all the talk about maybe a Beltway World Series, Nats versus Orioles. This series for me, I don't like interleague play. I love this series. It's got a playoff-style atmosphere, a World Series-style atmosphere, if you will. The ballpark's buzzing right now. It's buzzing when it's in D.C., so this one's going to be good tonight. We're excited.
Yeah, and the Orioles not playing great baseball, but Manny Machado is hot. The Nats will have to control him. That assignment tonight goes to Gio. This kid's tough on left-handed pitching, all kinds of pitching, and Gio has gone 7 2 consecutive times now.
Yeah, giving up just 1 run, and I think the key to it is he's been down in the strike zone. We're going to show you some elevated fastballs late, but how did he get to those? The fastball low. He has confidence in Jose Lobaton, who's been back there his last 7 starts, 5-2 record with Lobaton back there, and Jose told me, he said, I just tell him to throw the ball low and I'm going to frame it. So Gio Gonzalez down in the strike zone gets ground balls, up in the strike zone late for the strikeout, and he's going against Chris Tillman tonight. You see the record, 4-0 his last 6 starts, 4.94 ERA. He's been wild. His fastball hasn't been what it's been in the past. He's had trouble commanding it to the glove side. He's been elevated at times, and it just doesn't have the same late life it's had in the past. So a good night to hit for the Nats. We'll see what the banged-up lineup can assemble against Chris Tillman here tonight.
Yeah, Chris Tillman's kind of the guy who gets a lot of run support. He hasn't pitched well against the Nats in his career, but he's got a bunch of no decisions because his team has scored a lot of runs. So it's the Oriole Bird and their fans against the Nats and their fans here at Oriole Park, Camden Yards. Should be a lot of fun. The Nats and the O's. Here comes year 10 of the Battle of the Beltways. Brought to you by PNC Bank for the Achiever in You by Ocean City, Maryland. Put your vacation days to good use in Ocean City, Maryland. Book now at OCOcean.com. Utah Street, Boobs Barbecue, you name it. Oriole Park at Camden Yards has it. And it's Nats O's tonight, and it is so fantastic for all of us to have Randy Knorr back in the dugouts. Been gone for a couple of weeks. Just a rough time for Randy and his family, and we hope that maybe taking in a baseball game from the dugout will bring him back to where we would like him to be and where he would like to be.
Well, we missed him. We're glad he's back. And I know he's an inspiration to the guys, always is, but even more so tonight back in a Nats uniform in the dugout where he belongs. So the banged up Nats may be getting some inspiration from their bench coach, Randy Knorr, and welcome back.
Good to see Randy smiling. Not a cloud in the sky except for a couple little wisps off to the east. It's beautiful. 48% humidity. It's 85 at game time. And on a night like this, in this bandbox, in the Inner Harbor, the ball could be flying. Good to see Yunel Escobar back in the lineup. Bryce Harper, 20 go-ahead RBIs. Tied for first in the league. So 1 out of every 3 of his RBIs puts the Nats on top. A whole bunch of others tie games, and some others put games away. Here's Chris Tillman, career 3 starts against the Nats. Not a good ERA, but he's 0-0.
He's been very inconsistent this year. 4-seam fastball. He'll move it in and out, kind of pitches out of the stretch, as you'll see in a moment. Knuckle curveball is probably his best out pitches. His last start against the White Sox, the first 13 pitches he threw were fastballs. So you're going to see a fastball early in the game if you're Yunel Escobar or Danny Espinosa for sure.
Escobar, 3 for 16 career against him. Hacking on the first pitch of the series, and strike 1 at 7:06 Eastern time. Tillman career 51-38, 135th career start. He gets a lot of no decisions. Well placed at the knees, outside edge, according to the 10-year veteran Mike Estabrook. Paul Nart, 19 years at first. Ed Hickox, 10 years at second. Crew chief Tim Welke, 30th year over at third base. And a fastball, close enough.
Inside the defense for the Orioles tonight, Rymel, Jones, Davis, the outfield. Hardy, Machado, left side. Scope, Pierce, right side. And Matt Wieters behind the plate.
Orioles have made the fewest errors in the American League, only 38. Second fewest in all of baseball to the Dodgers, 35. Nothing but strikes, and Escobar fouls another one away.
Well, when you look at the numbers for Tillman this year, 60 strikeouts and 37 walks. And that's an 84 inning, so Buck Showalter wants to see his right-hander be in the strike zone a little bit more, and that's what I was talking about with the inconsistencies.
Hasn't missed with one yet. That's going to sneak through up the middle, at least far enough for Escobar to easily beat it out. Jonathan Scope getting to that ball, and the Nats have their leadoff man on. And as Escobar walks slowly toward right field, you hope that hammy's feeling okay.
But wouldn't you know, you get tested right out of the gate. You know, Escobar with the bouncer up the middle. Nice backhand play right here by Scope, but the tender hamstring tested right out of the gate. There goes a no-hitter. That's how this series starts. A leadoff single by Escobar. Infield single. Watch him run to first. I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter how bad you're hurt. If you smell a hit, you smell a hit, and you're going. Matt Williams keeping an eye on his third baseman right now.
Next up for the Nats, Danny Espinosa. Flurry of roster moves today. Denard Span DL'd. Wilmer Defoe is back. There are 9 relievers in the Nats bullpen, with Jordan Zimmerman going on paternity leave and Aaron Barrett called back. Let's hope they don't have to use him. Outside to Espinosa, hitting .288 over his last 20 ball games.
Oh, while you're talking about it, congratulations to Jordan Zimmerman and Mandy Zimmerman. Baby girl Ava Christine.
Nice.
Way to go, guys.
And David Carpenter is back as well. Jordan's scheduled to pitch tomorrow, though. It's kind of up to the player how much time he takes on the paternity list in a situation like that.
He is pitching. Matt Williams announced it before the game. Still don't know who's going Sunday. One
1-1 to Danny. Escobar a short lead Tillman's been throwing strikes coming out, just barely missing there. Danny Espinosa 1 for 3 career against the right-hander. Tillman, 26 years of age, came over from Seattle in the Adam Jones, Eric Bedard deal years ago. The gift that keeps on giving for Baltimore. That one to the right side. Scope to his left. High throw. And it looked like Escobar hit the wet dirt and just basically stopped. Or he might have beaten that before Hardy came down.
He did. That's exactly what happened. Watered down infield here at Camden Yards. Nice play by Jonathan Scope going through his left. Throw back to Hardy. Hardy had the jump. And watch Escobar just come to a stop. And his foot kind of pops up in the air. Watch his left foot kind of pop up right here. Never really gets to the base. Gave J.J. Hardy time to land. And look at Yunel Escobar. The bad hamstring. He has to beat out an infield single. He tries to beat out a ground ball to second. And let's hope he's okay.
And quite a greeting for Bryce Harper. A mixed reaction, you would call it.
I thought they were critiquing my replay because that wasn't good.
So they play Machado well off the line. Right now the Orioles infielders kind of talking to each other to get everything right on the left side of the infield there. Outfield, though, kind of bunching him toward the gaps, and Bryce had designs on a third base line bunt right there.
Don't you feel like the warehouse is in danger this weekend with Bryce Harper?
You know, on TV doesn't give it justice, because when you're sitting in the ballpark, that thing looks a lot closer than the lens make it look. On the inside edge, strike two.
Did you see Manny Machado right there? He went safety blitz. He was playing back at shortstop, and he came sprinting right toward Bryce Harper. Full speed to take the bunt away. You saw Harper square on the pitch before. So it looked like he was going to be in zone coverage. He stepped up and was blitzing right there in the middle of the pitch.
Bryce has to protect now in 1-2. And a pretty good rip off to the left side. So Bryce steps in second in the league in hitting at 343. Paul Goldschmidt 349. Still tied with Todd Frazier, 25 homers for second behind Giancarlo Stanton's 27. And 60 runs batted in. He pulled the string on him and got Harper on the off speed, 2 outs. Bryce now 0 for 4 career against Chris Tillman.
Kind of went with a knuckle curveball right there. You see the finger off the ball. Pretty good break. Bryce Harper obviously looking for the heater. But a ball that started eye high ended up right about knee high for Bryce. Good pitch by Tillman. You know, I've learned watching this series over the years that you can throw everybody's recent history out, the ball clubs themselves and the players. And the reason I say that, Carb, is because there's so much adrenaline that goes into playing in front of a packed house here at Camden Yards or a packed house at Nats Park. And whatever you want to say about interleague play, this is what's good about interleague play. These two teams going at it. So, you know, whether you're 0 for your last 20 or you've lost 6 in a row, I've found out it doesn't matter when these two teams play.
Yeah, they didn't play in 05 because of all the hubbub of moving a team from Montreal to D.C. Schedule had been made up ahead of time. But since 06, when this thing started, at first, fans were totally into it. The players were kind of like, okay, let's see. And now as the years go by and guys are with the same ball club for a number of years, the players are so much more into this. Fastball away to Ramos, who's DHing tonight. All-time series, as FP mentioned earlier, Orioles by 8, 16-9 here. And they've won 6 of the last 8.
Well, the true battle of the Beltways might be the drive here. It's the longest 35 miles ever.
That is a battle. That's at the knees, and the inning's over. Leadoff hit by Escobar. He was forced, and the Nats strand Espinosa. Gio Gonzalez against the O's next. of 6 this year, not a 2-2 like last year. And here's the lineup facing Gio. Manny Machado's on fire. He went 0 for 15 to start the season. So you can just imagine what he's batting since then, about .390. And since June 6th, just going crazy. Total bases 4th, hits 4th in the league, home runs in the top 7. He's had 29 multi-hit games, and he's in the top 6 in American League extra base hits. Gio 1-4 career, 7 starts against the O's, but it's been a while.
Well, last start 7 strong innings for the second consecutive time. 2-1 win over the Giants. 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. He struck out 6 Giants, walked nobody. Threw the fastball 58% of the time last start, 92 miles an hour. So a ballpark when it's warm, imperative that you keep the ball down. And Jose Lobaton behind the plate. Gio comfortable in throwing the ball below the strike zone.
And Machado takes 90 right in there. Against Gio Gonzalez, he's 2 for 5 with a double, couple of walks. Just had his 23rd birthday 4 days ago. At the knees, and if Gio gets that call tonight, why not stay down there?
Well, I talked to Jose Lobaton between starts, and he said, I told Gio, just throw the ball below the strike zone, and I'll pick you up. And you see the perfect example right there. There's a comfort level for Gio Gonzalez to Lobaton, who's as good as anybody at framing the low strike. And now you got Gio, who's an excitable type out there, very relaxed with Jose Lobaton back there.
It'll be interesting to see how many games Lobaton catches this weekend, with Ramos being able to DH if they want to go that way. And he bounces the breaking ball on 0-2. .305 at home. Just under 300 on the road. Orioles have won 11 of their last 15 here at the Yard. And that's 2-2. Didn't miss by much.
Maybe away just a hair.
And he had Machado reaching to foul it away.
Well, Manny Machado, when he's locked in, right center field is his. He's got power the other way. He's got pull side pop too, but in my mind, one of the best hitters in the American League when he's hitting the ball to right center field. And lately, that's exactly what he's been doing. And this park can't hold him the other way. He's got opposite field home run power. Yeah, more hits up the middle the other way than the left.
3-2 now. Danger count against this guy. Steve Pearce on deck. Rips it, base hit. I don't remember the Nationals getting him out in this ballpark too much over the last 3 years.
I don't think they ever have. Just kidding.
Seems like it.
And set the defense for the Nats behind Gio. Robinson, Taylor Harper the outfield. Desmond Escobar left side. Espinosa Moore right side. And Jose Lobaton, who's suddenly becoming Gio Gonzalez's personal catcher. Look at these numbers. 5-2 record thrown to Lobaton at 3.14 ERA in 7 starts.
Steve Pearce is 4 for 9 career against Gio.